What's up? What's up? Welcome back to my channel. This your girl Bree coming back at you with Reddetruth TV. Today I'm going to talk about evolution energy shifts. Okay, we're going to talk about evolution energy shifts and why we must be in the right energy when these shifts began to happen. We have to be aware. It's so critical that we be aware now more than ever, okay? And I'm going to get into just energy, evolution, all the shifts, that are taking place, whether you know or don't know. But it's critical that you know because there will be more shifts. And it's time to wake up and realize what's happening right in front of you in plain sight. So with that said, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to my channel. And I want to thank everybody who supports my channel. But let's get into evolution energy shifts, okay? As we all know, there's things that are happening today in this present moment. As we all know, we have an event of a lot of things taking place, okay? We have the coronavirus. We have the protests. We also have, what is the third thing that we have? We have the protests, we have the coronavirus, and we have, I'm trying to think. If I think of it, I'll get back to you with it. But I just want to say there's a lot of different events going on that we are unaware of, and some people are aware. And that's what I want to talk about today as well, is also awareness, okay? Because with evolution comes awareness, and that's the only way we can evolve mentally, physically, and soulfully, okay? There's so much that I want to get into, like even with what I'm talking about, it also deals with emotions, but I'm gonna save that for another time. So let's get right to it, okay? So like I said, with everything going on that's going on, it's like an energy, okay, that's at play. And a lot of people don't know that there's energies unseen, okay? And that's why we must be in a certain place of peace, body, mind, and soul. Because when we go through these different evolution energy shifts, we must be calm, okay? So just understand that you must, in order to get the understanding of the evolution energy shifts, you must do some inside work. You must go on the inside and start clearing the negativity out of the inside, and then you can begin to get clear, because it's body, mind, and soul, okay? So, okay, I did some things on the Kabbalion, the 7 principles on the Kabbalion. And you guys really need to check that out because it deals with the energies and understanding the energies. I did 7 principles on that. And to really understand what I'm talking about as of now, you must study the Kabbalion, because that is a key to your evolution. Okay? So, with that being said, go check that out. But back to evolution energy shifts, okay? So everything that happened and that's going on, this is only people think that it has only to do with physical, and that's not the case of what we're going through right now. we're going through an energy shift, an evolution energy shift with our minds, okay? Our bodies, our souls, okay? Because we really need to begin to feed our mind with positive things, feed our soul with positive things, feed our body with positive things, because this body is your temple. This is the only one that you get. So you would want to keep it together, okay? And that has all three of those things, body, mind, and soul, has to do with evolution shifts, and when things are happening, that you are not moved by the things that are happening, because you understand and you're aware of the things that are happening. Okay? A lot of people are going through it right now, because we just went through a major shift, and that major shift was major. And it's like this: you have two sides, okay? And you have to either be on one side or the other, and these sides are going to split. And I'm not speaking in physical terms, I'm speaking in mental terms, okay? So you have the positive and you have the negative, okay? So if you choose to be in a negative state in these energy shifts and through these evolution, you will have just that. You will have resistance. You will have just negativity, being mad, being upset, and don't even know why, because you don't understand that there's energies that are in high places, okay? And if we look at everything as energy, we would begin to understand things, okay? We would begin to understand more things if we would look at things as energy, okay? So with that being said, if you stay in the negativity space during these different shifts, that's the side you will be on until the next shift. And we don't know when the next shift will happen, but it's time to really prepare for these shifts, body, mind, and soul, okay? I know, like, a lot of you guys, you know, just want to do what you want to do. Oh, who cares, or whatever. But this is serious, people. This is so serious. And anybody watching, I can't stress it enough. This is so serious right now. We're in a critical state, okay? And if you are on that negative side of the fence, you are in a real critical state at this moment, because right now you're living a mental hell, because you don't know what's going on, you don't know how it's going on, you don't know what to think next. And that's what we need to get out of, people. We need to really get out of that negative space, okay? Because change is inevitable, okay? So stop resisting the shifts and the changes, and start really accepting the shifts. Listen to your internal self. Nobody knows what self needs better than self, okay? So with that being said, we must look within self, okay? And really understand who we are, okay? And that's going to really alleviate a lot of strife and pain and turmoil and just mental hell, because we are our own angels and we are our own devils. We are our own biggest critics, and a lot of people don't understand how we are our own biggest angels and devils, gods and devils. Is because if we're on that negative side, we let people, places, and things that are on the outside of us take us outside of ourselves, okay? And that's where the emotion comes in at. And that's why I say that'll be on a later date. But right now, you have to learn how to have self-control, okay? Because if you have self-control and understand self, you'll know that no one can make you mad but you. No one can do anything to you except you. I did a video about that years ago. Go check that out. You're the only one that can make you mad. And until you understand everything that comes with that, you'll start to thrive. You know, everybody always talk about, what is their famous thing? What is the word? You have thrive, and then you have I can't even think of the word. Oh my goodness. You have when you thrive, or you just making it. You surviving, okay? There's a difference between surviving and thriving. You don't want to survive. You want to thrive, because when you survive, you're always on the edge. You don't know what's next. You don't know what's to come. You're always on alert of the unknown, just on the edge. And that's not what we want. We want to really, really get this understanding that we are all energy, and that we have to go inside of self to understand self. Okay? So, with that said, I just want to really encourage anybody that really is going through any mental turmoil, anything that's, that's mentally, got you in turmoil, just don't even know what's going on. I encourage you to start tapping in to your spirituality. Stop listening to the distractions. You have to be able to learn to hear your higher self. Because if you don't hear your higher self, you will never understand the shifts. You will never evolve. You will always stay in a place of victim, poverty mindset, etc. The mind is all. The universe is mental. And if you guys would go and tap into the Kabbalion, you will understand the mind is all. So whatever we put in our minds, that's what manifests on the outside of us, negative or positive. Okay? And a lot of times we go off our feelings when we're going through evolution shifts, and we can't go off our feelings. We can't be emotional when we're going through these shifts, because if we're emotional, we can't see. We're frustrated. Our minds is clogged up. We can't understand. So I'm here to tell you, get your mind, body, and soul. That's the Trinity. That's three. That's Christ consciousness. Get your body, mind, and soul together. Because right now, with everything going on, it's already was supposed to happen this way. Okay? But it's how you react to these things. Okay? Because we know that things happen every day, all day. Okay? So with that being said, you must know that you're good. You must know that you're good. And you must let fear go. Because fear is what keeps you stagnant. It keeps a hold on you to where you can't think, to where you can't move, to where you can't really do anything but think, stay in those negative emotions, those negative thoughts. And until you get your emotions in check, body, mind, and soul, you cannot get through these shifts without any problems. So I need you guys to understand, like, this is so critical to get on a higher vibration. Once you put in your mind that you're ready to change body, mind, and soul, the journey will begin. The transformation will begin. But first, you have to put it in your mind, okay? You must put it in your mind. If you don't put it in your mind and you put something else in your mind, that's what's going to manifest. So you must put it in your mind. Don't say, oh, I'm going to go on a diet. No, say, oh, I'm going to change my lifestyle. Okay? I'm going to change my lifestyle. And it's hard, for a lot of people. Because I'm going to let you know, me, when I first became vegan, I want to do the vegan. And I did it. And then the first time, I failed. I maybe did it for 3 days. But it was a mental block in my mind because all I could think about was burgers. Burgers, junk, this and that. We must begin to clear those thoughts out of our minds and understand that in order to conquer what you're trying to do, you must put it here first. You must put it in the mind first, okay? And when you have it in that mind, you can do it. Okay, so let me go back to my story. It was the first time that happened. I did it again. I went back. So once you go back, it's like, I didn't feel too good. But I went back to eating my old way. Okay? And then I made up in my mind again, a second time to do it. And this time, I might have did it for a year. Okay? And that was big, big, big things. But for some reason, the energy of bad food was calling me back. And I was listening. I shouldn't even never listen. But I didn't stop there. I went back to my old ways of eating, my old habits. And then a third time came. And in this third time, I had my mind made up. Because I got tired of feeling bad. I got tired of eating things that make my stomach hurt. Because these things that we're eating are processed. They're no good, people. It's no good. So once I made up in my mind, like, that I was going to stick to it and make this my lifestyle, then that's when I began to thrive. Okay? My mind is clearer. My thoughts, my focus, negative thoughts don't even come in and out my mind. Like, cause I don't even like be subject to negative thoughts even coming in my mind because I have control over my own mind. And once you can have control over your mind, you can command yourself and you'll be disciplined to do whatever it is that you need to do. Okay? So I encourage anyone out there to raise your vibration. It is critical now, people. It is critical, like, that we raise our vibrations, because one thing I know, when you're in that state of negativity, it tears your body down. It tears your mind down. Your soul is already asleep because all of the clogs of the mind and the body. So with that being said, it's just like, we have to wake up, people. It's time to wake up. It's time to really start and begin to really love self. Love yourself. If you love yourself, you will do everything you need to do in order to evolve. In order, when these attacks and when these different energies come, you know how to maneuver. You won't be scared. You won't be worried because you know all is well. All is well. And when you know all is well, you'll begin to be great with yourself. You'll begin to know, okay, well, I made it to this state of mind. So now in this state of mind, once your state of mind is altered, your whole perception changes, people. Your whole perception changes. And with that said, we want to shift from negative behaviors into positive behaviors, because if you don't switch, you can't prosper. If you can't switch, because one thing I know, like Jada could say, if you ain't got if you got hate in your heart, you can't prosper. That's a negative energy. Shout out to Jada. If you got hate in your heart, you will not prosper, people. And everybody is so trying to do something on a physical level, trying to change on a physical level. But I'm here to tell you, people, physical is just one aspect of self. Okay? The mind is all. So with that said, things change in your mind. Once things change in your mind, things change all around you. Okay? So stop blaming everybody else of why you can't, be a greater person, be better than you are now. Stop blaming everyone else. Take the time and accept everything that you've done and begin to, if people done things to do, forgive them. You don't have to individually forgive them. Once you forgive yourself, you've forgiven everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you'll be holding the bag and everybody else is living their life and they're happy and they're free and they're, abundance and they're joyful. And you're sitting there holding the bag. It's time to step into your power. It's time to really understand who you are. Okay? Because if you don't understand who you are subject to be controlled. Subject to be controlled. And you will not see the things that you need to see, because these two physical eyes, that's just that. The physical eyes. Okay? There's something deeper than the physical eyes. And the only way that you can tap into this deeper thing is if you open up your mind, open up your heart, and really begin to tap in the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Okay? Knowledge is power. It's time to wake up. I need each and every one of you guys to wake up. It's time to heal. We've all been through things. We've all been on a roller coaster. We've all been manipulated. We've all been abused, used, hurt. But it's time, people, to really forgive yourself, forgive the people, and let it go. Because it's time to really evolve with the time. It's time to really get your energy up and understand that you are more than a conqueror. Okay? You are more than a conqueror. So, people, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Dang, where is it? I want to show you guys one more thing. If I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Hold on. Okay, it's right in my face. Okay, so, 2020. This year, we came into 2020 and boom, took us for a loop. Took a lot of us for a loop. And if you're on that negative side of the spectrum that I talked about earlier, it's not so great of a 2020 for you. But it can be, because 2020 is not over, okay? 2020 is not over. But one thing that you must do in order to conquer and really elevate and really, really evolve in this time and wake up and be aware in this present time of what's going on, okay? So in 2020, we need to let go of fear. And we really need to understand that we have the power, okay? We have the power, and we can't just sit up, oh, boo-hoo, and playing the victim. It's time out. It's time to let go of those past hurts, those past pains, and really get to yourself. Get to self. Okay? It's really, really time. And with that, anybody that's watching and you're on the negative side of the spectrum, in 2020, I encourage you, for the rest of 2020, I encourage you, whoever's watching, in order to raise the vibration of self-awareness, everything that comes with the positive aspect, in order to change, you have to change your mind, okay? The mind is so powerful. You must change your mind, okay? So I'm going to give you some things that you must do in 2020. You must let go of fear. That's number one. It's not even on here. But I'm telling you, that's number one. Let go of fear. Let go of fear. Whatever you fear, you need to research it and really tap into it so you won't fear it anymore. Okay? So in 2020, for anybody on the negative aspect that's ready to get and cross over to the positive aspects, because there will be shifts to the day we leave here. Okay? And in order to understand the shifts, you have to evolve. You have to evolve. So 2020, anybody that's on the negative side of the spectrum, what I need you to do, focus. Okay? I know right now it might be a hard time to focus, but if you have the will, you can focus. Okay? Focus. The next thing is create. Okay? When you focus, whoop, almost dropped it. When you focus, you can create. Your mind can become clear and you can begin to create. Okay? And I just want you guys to focus on creating right now, okay? I know it's turmoil. I know your mind is going all the way here and there because you don't understand and you're not aware of what's going on. But I'm here to say that you got this, okay? If you really, really sit down, let the distractions go, really tap into yourself, okay? I don't care if it's picking up a book, self-help book, ancient Egypt book, whatever that is going to feed your soul. We need to do this. And you got this. But right now, I just want you to focus and create. Do things that you, love to do. Whether it's writing, reading, research, whatever it might be to do. But one thing the people on the negative aspect got to realize, you got to realize how to block everything out that do not serve you, that's negative, that does not have any reason being around you, but because you're in that negative state, you think it's what it is. And it's not. Once you begin to change your mind, you will start to feel greater. So if anybody is feeling bad by what they eat, by what they listen to, by what they drink, whatever you're doing, it's time to reverse it, people. It's time to reverse it because as you can see, with everything going on, pharmacies getting broken into, this, that, and the third, where and how are you guys going to get your medicine? If you guys are on medicine, it's time to tap in the natural way. Because right now, it's a lot going on. And in order to heal, you can't be all with this chaotic energy. It's a lot of chaotic energy. And if it's chaotic and then you're in the middle of it and you don't know how to deal with this energy, you're going to fall subject to the energy. So, with that said, I thank you. I love you guys. I know I said that a while ago, but I really do. And I really want you guys to understand this, because we are in critical times. And the only way that you could get out that critical time is if you change your mind. Change your mind. And I'm not even talking about physically, because we know what it is on the outside. We know what it is going on around us. But you don't have to be subject to what's going on. You don't have to be emotional, so emotional to where you can't even think straight. Yes, my heart goes out to everybody. Everybody that got killed now, then, decades ago, centuries ago. My heart goes out. So, with that being said, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Okay? And to be a master of self, it takes discipline. It takes, really focus. It takes drive. It takes the will. You must have the will. If you don't have the will, you might as well go and sit down and hang it up. You might as well. If you don't have the will, everybody, get the will. Fight. Bring that warrior spirit back. That warrior spirit. Okay? It lies in all of us. But some of us have really been beaten down so much. Our wings have been clipped to the point of no return. But I'm here today to tell you that you can return. Wake up. So with that said, you can handle the truth. The truth will make you think. Peace, love, happiness, and light. Thank you.